bit late to the car EPS thing. But anyway, we're gonna have a bit of fun. So I've already played a little bit. Well, went basically to the town, just to get a feel for the game and everything before we start.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only...
Do everything like I did last time, because we don't know what we want yet.
Ah, a fellow tinkerer.
Then we picked science and stuff.
A lab spread, eh? Huh, we all start somewhere, I suppose.
Email again. Yeah, we'll just put one. Hair, face, eyes. Eye colour. Luna, usual. We'll just skip right down to the planet. Because why the hell not? Sure, everyone's already seen all this anyway.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working?
Yes.
Ah, there you are. I've also outfitted...
Still a bit loud. There we go.
Good. Hawthorne should be close by.
Yeah, he's underneath me.
What in law's name? Is that him?
Yep.
Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go. Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's
Ow.
bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you've tried the best now. Now try the... Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him.
Yep.
Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean,
Sure.
what are the odds of that, right?
Sure, it was
Just
fired.
barely scraped by with my life. Crawled at gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns.
So
Some
junkies.
hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. See those canisters by the entrance? Yeah, okay. Here, you can have my saber. All spacers. Yes, nailed it that time.
Cool, thank you. Right, okay. Doop doop. Just get through all this just so we can not do it again. It's fine. Codex. What's in here? Let's get rid of all these because I've got OCD with these things. Oh, another one. Combat. Stealth. Awareness, cover, and sneaking. Is that everything? Yes, cool. Cool. Cover your ears, mate.
Damn it, my ears! Ugh.
Warned you.
What just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Ow. Ready, set. Yeah, I need one more of those mag things, but I can't find it. Well, I actually blew him like completely up. He was kind of ammo, even though he didn't have a gun. Weird. Where is he? Go. Then I have 2 pistols. Magazine 0, magazine 0. Oh, I apologise for that. Oh, that's a lot of information. Recoil, aim spread, reduction, spray, spread, noise range, AoE, charge, ammo per shot, special effect, bleed condition. Ah, cool. So what if we do this one? No, let's go back to condition. Sweet. 3 different types of ammo, light, heavy, and energy. Sweet.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and
Oh,
worse,
shit.
landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official... I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about. Really? Oh, shouldn't have done that. Spacer's Choice family ain't authorized to receive medical aid from all... We'll see him back to Edgewater. Just as soon as I cross these... I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son. Well, son, you know what?
Here we go.
Bonus.
I just earned a fine bonus.
So let's go speak to the Lassie in the ship.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no Hello, Marauder. Please be informed that please return any misappropriated equipment. and exit this vessel in an orderly. I detect jettison procedures. You are still here. My deception. This vessel, I am incapable of accepting. I deduce from the tone of your. I understand. I am programmed to. Well done, Captain. Unfortunate. The main drive's power regulator has astutely observed high capacity power. I have taken this cartridge. Best of luck.
There we go. So basically, she said that she's going to take orders from Captain Hawthorne, and if I pretend to be Captain Hawthorne, she'll listen to my commands. Is basically what she said. 10 points. That. We'll put the rest in there. Cool. Accept. Perks. I want speed. Dodging, spacebar. Double click the jump button to dodge left, right, or backwards. Well, how do you change which one it is? Loot. Skills, level up, perks unlock, select skills, selecting perks, skill improvements. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses can occur every 20 points. Cool. Combat. Hitting enemies in different locations during or cripples those body parts. Try different locations to see different effects. Hits to chest produce different effects when using different weapons. So I'm assuming it's like energy weapons will stun you. Ballistic weapons will
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your
bleed.
because you sure walked. And if this ship is yours, well, ma'am, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Yeah, fair point. I'll let it go this time. If you're looking to help us out with our Marauder, Edgewater's not too far. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to.
Cool. So, didn't have to lie that time. Good. I said I was a safety inspector last time. Yeah, there's Marauders up there, so I'm wondering, can I climb up this thing? Sneaky, sneaky. Cool. Now I have armor. See, look at me, look like a Marauder now. And I have a few guns and a few things. Okay, so I can add them to junk. I can break them down. So now I should have. So, oh, got to the location. Junk. Weapon parts. It's cool. Let's go off to town then. See what we've got. So I haven't been past the gate to the town. It's as far as I've gotten. Oh, volcano. Never saw it last time. It's a very pretty game for being graphic type.
Where'd you come from?
So this is as far as I got. Oh, that went down the wrong hole. Cool, so hold it R and equip your weapon. Sultana Cannery. Cheesy elevator music, always.
The grease monkey, Argo? Seems we've got a guest.
Ugh.
Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or you were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you.
It's a bit of a dick.
You will need an administrative...
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Cool.
Well, I am glad to hear that.
Job. Now. Cool. Let's go.
We we better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
We're in the elevator. We're not in his office. Go, so.
Hey, ma'am, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. Oh, he ain't a liar. He believes every word he says.
Doesn't make him true.
It's just, he doesn't always get where other folk are talking from. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, ma'am. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Vicar Max, what's that one? I'll speak to the vicar then.
I'm sorry, I'll just be a minute.
What's that one in the church?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider.
No shit.
Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service.
What a name.
Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar de Soto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town?
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife.
Exactly.
I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Oh shit, it's a church.
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I got sent here. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. I think there's something higher and greater than us. But I don't think...
Cool, whatever. Saltuna? Saltuna. The only source of protein for a busy worker needs. Didn't like walking about with the gun. I'm not getting the greatest FPS here. I have to think I'll change some of my graphics down a little bit. See if I can get a wee bit better. Yeah, that's better.
Here we go! Nice one!
How do this? Repair. How do I modify it? Plug on this. Codex combat. weapons and armor. Then choose what time modification you want to install. Finally pick mod and install. Okay. So pick that. And how do I add the mod? Changes the weapon damage type to plasma. Workbench. Well, that makes sense. He had an assault rifle. Like an actual assault rifle. I'm going to use 4. Sweet. Can I give you stuff?
Something you need?
Aha. Oh, hello. Nice hammer. Hammer's really good hit. Nice hammer. Need some more ammo for that first. That another murder.
Got up all together. There they go.
That plasma rifle in there. I just got a tri-blade. What the fuck's that? I'm getting a lot of stuff here. Breakdown, yes. Breakdown, yes. Breakdown, yes. What's that? Oh, cool. So T, you smash my gun against him to knock him back. Cool.
That was quick.
There's a lot of stuff in this game. So I can now repair this. Oh. Cool, so what's up here?
I wish I could do that.
My first time sleeping.
I'm ready for this. Take cover.
I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button. It was F as my push.
Okay, keep him quiet.
It's kind of loud. You level up. Keep pushing that button by mistake. Okay, let's go in here then, see what they like. Oh shit. I think what I'll do is I'll end the video here and I'll start another one. So we'll see you in the next one, guys.